In this episode, I'm going to be talking about how you can be prepared for 2024 and what that runway looks like in Q4 of 2023 so you can ensure success at the year end 2024, taking your business to the next level. Hey, I'm Jeff Cohn, host of the Team Building Podcast, where we interview top team leaders, broker owners, and thought leaders from across the country. Today, I'm in my downtown Omaha studio, and I'm talking about what team leaders can do specifically in Q4 to prepare for 2024. I'm excited for this topic. One of the things a lot of our audience members don't know with podcasting is we don't prepare a lot of information that we're going to share. We're just living it. So we're constantly coaching to these things. We're in tons of masterminds. We're getting questions from hundreds of coaching clients every day. And we're just in the industry fully immersed. And so in thinking about this topic and this question, I'm really excited to be able to bring this content to those listening to this episode because it's so important that right now we're starting to pave the way for next year. I think of a landing strip and an airplane landing. I've seen some reels recently where there's you guys might know where it's at. Someone should DM me after this episode's over. But there's this airport where the airplanes come really close to the road. People are literally like ducking with some of these airplanes that land because the runway is so short. So right now we have a 2.5 month runway until 2024. So the content that I shared today will give you the longest runway if you start applying it now. If you wait till the end of the year or even start this in Q1 of next year, then of course you'll be more like that airplane that's almost running into cars as those airplanes attempt to land. So the biggest thing is knowing where you want your team to go. That starts with self-awareness. A lot of people struggle, I think, because they simply don't know where they want to go. And so they just play defense. They're responding to calls. They're responding to challenges. They're going on listing presentations. They're following up with leads. They're spending money all over the place. They don't know where they're spending the money. They don't know where the return on investment is. If this sounds like you, then this episode is for you. And so the first thing that everyone needs to do going into 2024 is define what the result is that they're looking to gain at the end of 2024. And then you just work backwards. If you want to have a team of 10 agents and today you have 3, then of course you're going to have a strong recruiting presence. If you're wanting to do 500 transactions and this year you only did 300 transactions, then you're going to need to increase agent count and or increase lead conversion. So first and foremost, what do you want to do when you grow up? Where would you like your team to be? Do you want to add property management? Do you want to add investing or an investment vertical? Do you want to add insurance? Do you want to add a coaching organization to help you get to where you're going? So Elite Real Estate Systems was founded by teams essentially coming to us asking for support and helping take their team to the next level. Our flagship team, Omaha's Elite, went from 70 to 700 sides in 6 years. We were one of the fastest growing real estate teams in history. And in looking back at some of the strategies that we implemented, I believe I can share that with you today as you enter Q1 of 2024. One of the things we did, one of the strategies or patterns we've seen in successful businesses is we went to other team leaders across the country to answer our greatest challenges. Those were around culture, leads, lead conversion, accountability, and the systems and strategies that helped us to scale. We've now spent tens of thousands of hours researching the best strategies that exist across the country, and we're now helping through our powered by ERS platform almost 10 teams across the country take their businesses to the next level, implementing all of those strategies that we've been able to prove out work in our own local market in Omaha, Nebraska. So the first thing is be inquisitive. Look at the teams that are succeeding at a high level in your own marketplace and ask yourself, what are the strategies that they're doing that you believe are working? And maybe what are the strategies that they're implementing that you don't think will work? And build your own Disneyland. Be cognizant of where you want to go, and then start putting in the building blocks to get there. If you know that each agent on your team this year on average did 10 transactions and you want your team to double in unit sales, one of the strategies could be simply to get every agent on the team to double in sales or add twice as many agents. My guess is that if your agents are averaging 10 deals a year or 15 deals a year or 30 deals a year, whatever that number is, next year it'll be the same. I'm guessing this year your numbers are down because across the industry, people are down 15 to 20%. So your team may be down as well, and that's normal. So what you can control is not the market, it's not interest rates, but you can control your activities. And you can encourage your agents to control their activities and be cognizant about their key performance indicators. All of your staff, all of your agents, all of your direct reports should have what their daily activities are, what their weekly activities are, what their monthly goals are, which all will lead to your year-end results. So be very cognizant and focused on where you want to go in 2024. And like I've said, work backwards. Elite Real Estate Systems group coaching can help you with all of this. Every Thursday, we hold a group coaching call specific to a topic that will help your business scale, like defining your why, goal setting, lead generation, lead conversion, recruiting, leveraged roles. The list goes on. And then we have 30 minutes of ideation and masterminding after each call. The group coaching platform includes unlimited seats in our agent training, which is every Monday and Wednesday, as well as access to free of charge our group coaching for mortgage lenders, our group coaching for insurance teams, our group coaching for investment companies. So if you'd like more information about our group coaching and you'd like our assistance in helping you shape your 2024, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Go to growwithers.com. So last few thoughts in thinking about the year ending and being cognizant about where our 2024 is. One of the things that comes to mind for me is going back to the dream boards, vision boards. Everyone today inside your organization should be challenged to create a dream board and have a due date of the end of December. So essentially the end of the year. Starting in January, everyone needs to be invited to share their dream board. This board is going to essentially be, it could be digital, it could be analog where someone cuts it out of magazines. I think digital's easier, but everyone needs to print off whatever the digital or analog version is and stand in front of the team and say, here is my board. The board should be images that represent what they want to do with the money they generate. Because everyone thinks people that succeed at a high level are greedy and it's all about money. It's not about money, it's about freedom. I've said a lot of times it's ones and zeros in bank accounts are just ones and zeros until we choose to do something with them. We can invest them. We can buy things with them. We can pay for college. We can donate charitably. We can do whatever we want to do with our ones and zeros. So people don't go to work for ones and zeros. They go to work for the freedom and the ability of what they get to do with that money. So encourage everyone in your organization, and you do this as well as the leader, create a dream board. Imagery that represents what you want to do with the money you generate in the next 12 months to 5 years. More importantly, with each image, have a daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly goal that goes along with it. What I mean by that is if your goal is to lose 100 pounds and get in the best shape of your life, I use 100 because I sit here with 100 pounds overweight. I would have a goal of, let's say, 3 pounds a week, and then 12 pounds a month, and then X amount of pounds in a year. If your goal is to save money for your kids to go to college, and you know college is $20,000 a year, and your kids are graduating in 4 years from now, you do the math, figure out how much you have to keep back every day, every week, every month, every commission check to be able to get to that goal. So when everyone presents in January, they need to first and foremost show the vision, show the imagery that goes along with their vision and of their goals, and then show what the actionable is. Then as a leader, a true leader serves their followers by holding them accountable to their goals. You're going to sit down with each person in the organization at least weekly, or hire someone to sit down weekly, and you're going to follow up. Are you saving the money? Are you losing the weight? Are you investing in the savings fund? And if they're not, you're going to have a conversation around that, and you're going to adjust the goals so that they can hit their year-end goal or their 5-year goal. When they are hitting the goals, that's great. You get to celebrate that win. And more importantly, you're not only going to hold them accountable, you're going to also coach them to doing the activity of selling real estate or whatever their active role is within your organization. You're going to coach them to be their best version inside that active role. So they're generating more revenue, more profit, so that they can accomplish the things that are on their board. We've talked a lot about agent retention and retaining staff. If those inside of your industry are able to check things off their vision board, they'll never leave you. If your business becomes the conduit that allows people to live and lead the life of their dreams, making more money in less time with less energy, they'll never leave you. So as we wrap up 2023 and we look back at all the things we did right and all the things that we did wrong, and we're looking at the runway that we're creating for ourselves, our families, our staff, our agents for 2024, first and foremost, become self-aware. Ask yourself, what do you want to accomplish? Create your own vision board. Encourage those in the organization to start working on their vision boards. At your next sales meeting, I would ask you to please express to everyone the importance of defining their dream, what kind of life they want, when they're making the money that they've always dreamed of, and then creating a 12-month to 5-year vision with imagery, as well as the physical activity that they'd have to do to be able to achieve that thing. Then as you start creating your time block on your calendar going into 2024, be sure you're blocking out time to hold everyone accountable to their key performance indicator, the activity that they have to do every day, every week, every month, every year to get the results within their role. If they're an agent selling real estate, if they're staff doing their staff job, and be sure that they're generating the revenue they need to generate. And most importantly, they're checking things off that vision board. I love thinking about goal setting. I love thinking about vision boards. I love thinking about people achieving their dreams inside of our world. But sometimes you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Oftentimes agents will choose not to follow the path that you lay out with them. And that's okay. That's entirely up to them. So those high eyes out there that are listening to this episode, if you know what an eye is, I'm referring to the disc test. Don't feel bad. I mean, of course you'll feel bad for someone, but don't feel culpable that somebody that chose not to partake, it's not your fault. Your responsibility as a leader is to motivate, encourage, inspire, hold people accountable, create systems and strategies and culture, leads around all of this. But at the end of the day, it's your agent and staff's responsibility to act. It's their responsibility to walk. It's their responsibility to engage. So be sure that you can provide them the platform and that you've built a business that will help take their business to the next level, working smarter, not harder, and helping them realize all of their dreams and all of their goals. And I'm confident that with the right approach, anyone listening to this is able to have all the successes in the world. Elite Real Estate Systems would love the opportunity to show you what we can do to help assist you. If you want more information, like I mentioned, go out to growwithers.com and find out how we can be a coaching solution to partner with you going into 2024. Thank you so much, and I look forward to helping you in our next podcast episode.